Hi, my name is Reshma Money, and I'm Senior Director of Product Management, responsible for Guidewire Claims Center. Today, I'm going to talk to you about Guidewire Claims Autopilot. Before I begin, I have to inform you about our Safe Harbor Clause because I will be speaking about future product and general product direction. For our agenda today, we'll cover the claims challenges that we find many insurers face. We'll talk about our vision for claims. And finally, I'll introduce you to Guidewire Claims Autopilot. In the many conversations that I have with insurers, we recognize that claims organizations face challenges both from external and internal forces. Externally, customers are not only looking for empathy and compassion, but they want quicker claim settlements, clear communications, and full visibility into the status of their claims. And internally, claims organizations are seeking new ways to increase efficiencies, lower claims expenses, and increase claims accuracy. Now, we know that claims organizations are tasked with delivering better customer experiences as well as lowering operating expenses. So let's talk about delivering these better customer experiences. The cost of not doing this well is huge. 1 in 3 customers will switch within a year due to a bad claims experience. And there will be a 29-point drop in customer satisfaction when insurers send in an adjuster on a claim. Now, we know that claims organizations want to use automation to help lower operating expenses. And we know this because when we polled our customers, we learned that although less than 10% automate claims handling today, greater than 50% want some level of automation for their claims handling in 3 years. We took this into account when we were thinking about our vision for claims. We want to deliver an innovative claims management experience that embraces digital channels and technologies, leverages embedded analytics and business intelligence, and complements innovation through partnerships. Our perspective is that we are developing a next generation claims solution that combines digital technologies, automation, and analytics. So let's take a look at each of these circles in turn. Our next-gen claims solution will use digital technologies to interact with customers. It will use business intelligence to monitor and continuously improve claims handling. It will enable a claims ecosystem of third-party providers and partners sewn into the fabric of a claims lifecycle. It will have automation powered by artificial intelligence processing the claims and acting like the conductor, directing all the traffic across these bubbles, including bringing an adjuster in at the right time. This is our vision for the next generation of claims, an AI-enabled claims management system orchestrating all these essential pieces of claims processing to help organizations deliver better customer experiences while lowering the cost of claims. Our first foray into this next-gen claims system is with new Claims Center functionality we're calling Autopilot. We introduced this at Connections in November, and I encourage those of you who missed the product keynote to watch the live demo given by our Chief Product Development Officer, Diego Deval. We are building the pieces of the next-gen claims solution with Autopilot. And I'm going to take some time to discuss each of these 5 components in turn: the claim intake designer, the claims autopilot service, claims analytics, claims integrations, and claims visibility. We combine Claims Center, automation, digital engagement, and analytics, all pre-integrated and working seamlessly together to bring you the next generation of claims. Now let's talk about each of these in turn. The Claims Intake Designer is used to generate the digital experience the insureds will use to file claims and will transform FNOL into an adaptable, fully digital experience. The Intake Designer is used by a business user to fully define the claim intake experience. The business user creates a progressive set of questions where the next question is based on the response to a previous question. The designer is integrated with policy search to enable pre-fill of vehicle and drivers associated with the policy. We know a successful FNOL interaction results in an approximately 30% improvement in Net Promoter Score and customer satisfaction. And so the desire is to ask only relevant and necessary questions based on the loss type, collect those responses, and hand the data off to the Claims Autopilot service for processing. The Claims Intake Designer is closely coupled with the Claims Autopilot service. All the information gathered by the runtime UI creates a payload for the Claims Autopilot service, which we'll talk about next. The Claims Autopilot service is the orchestrator, or the conductor, leveraging AI and automating the tasks associated with the processing of a claim. Now, what we're doing here is actually inverting the paradigm, and by that I mean that manual handling should be the exception and not the standard. Claims will initially be owned by the Autopilot service instead of an adjuster, which moves the insured one step closer towards achieving touchless claims processing. The traditional approach has been to lean on the adjuster's knowledge and expertise as much as possible. But the potential downfall with this is it becomes more costly and time-consuming to adjudicate the claims. Instead, we should enable insurers to automate claims until they no longer can, and then send it to manual handling for the adjuster to resolve the more complex issues. Secondly, automation is not an all or nothing proposition. We've broken down the claims adjudication process to the task level, so the Autopilot service will only request help from the adjuster or employee when it's actually needed, and then it will regain control once the manual task is performed. We've heard a consistent message from customers, which is, while achieving touchless claims is important, equally as much is being able to automate many tasks associated along the way. And finally, another valuable piece is that each insurer gets to determine how much control they want to cede to Autopilot. For instance, they can start with a lot of oversight by adjusters or employees, and then loosen the reins as they gain comfort and trust in the system over time. One of the critical components of Claims Autopilot is predictive analytics, which leverages artificial intelligence to automate processes throughout the claims lifecycle. Traditional straight-through processing for claims has always primarily been rules-based and limited by its static nature, which quite simply can't meet the needs of today's dynamic, evolving insurance landscape. Our vision for Autopilot is to develop an industry-leading claims automation platform that infuses AI throughout the claims process to deliver AI-enabled claims management. An intelligent and adaptable solution is critical in making smart and dynamic decisions based on information from first, second, and even third parties, including environmental and behavioral data. AI will power key decision points in claims automation and actively monitor fraud and customer dissatisfaction throughout the claims lifecycle. The next part of our claims analytics is the Autopilot dashboard. The dashboard will contain different visualizations and metrics that are specifically centered around claims automation and to give customers better visibility into their claims lifecycle. As mentioned, the Claims Autopilot service will act as the orchestrator for automating tasks and processes associated with claims. But we also want to take the next step, which is to give customers a tool that will help them monitor how effectively it's working for them. And this is where the dashboard comes into play. To make these visualizations useful, we need to capture the right metrics, which we believe should be centered around cycle time, counts, financials, and comparison metrics. The main benefit and where we see the most value for customers is it will help them in optimizing and improving their automation. By tracking automation at the task level, we can identify when a claim is getting kicked to manual, the reason for it, and how long it's in the hands of a human being. But more importantly, this means customers will also be able to see where the most time and money is being spent, so that they can look to automate those tasks that were previously acting as bottlenecks. We mentioned how important third-party integrations will be to Autopilot. We already have a very healthy ecosystem of integrations that extend Claim Center capabilities with validated third-party solutions, and these will continue to work with Claim Center. But we do foresee new workflows enabled by Autopilot. A couple of examples of these are fraud detection, where we can see the Autopilot service calling out to a fraud engine and then processing the next task based on the score. We can also foresee making this call from within the Claim Intake Designer so that a subsequent path or question might be asked based on that score. Another integration could be with an AI estimating tool that could receive pictures we send from the claimant and return back an estimate of damage that can be automatically processed if it were below a certain threshold. In other words, we want to be able to drive innovation faster with complementary solutions from insurtechs and established partners. So enabling integrations to work with Autopilot will be key. With claims visibility, the focus is on increasing customer Net Promoter Scores and providing tools that customers can help themselves. As claims are processed, customers should receive updates based on the preferred method of communication, an email or a text. So for example, the insured could receive texts informing them that the auto body shop is looking at their car, and then another when the repairs have started, and finally when the repairs are complete and the car is ready for pickup. These notifications could be requests for information required from the insured to keep the claim moving along. Giving customers visibility into the current claim status and what to expect next will help reduce call volume to the insured. Two-way communications allows insurers to have conversations with insureds in a convenient manner in line with customer expectations. Also, being able to send and receive documents, photos, and even getting appointment reminders not only keeps customers informed, it raises their satisfaction levels. All claims details as well as previous claims are preserved in claims history. Of course, all these capabilities should be accessible by the customer anytime, anywhere from any device. So those are the 5 areas we're investing in that comprise Guidewire Claims Autopilot, and it is our step in the creation of the next generation of claims management. Now, we believe our differentiation lies in 4 areas. Firstly, we offer a complete claims automation solution directly within ClaimCenter, including pre-built APIs, process orchestration, optimized digital experiences, AI, and analytics that work together seamlessly. Secondly, Claims Autopilot has been developed to the rigorous cloud standards of the Guidewire Cloud platform. This enables sustainable maintenance, a continual upgrade path, and simplifies integration with external solutions. Thirdly, customer-focused development approach enables us to bring forth innovative insights and best practices from our global customer community. And finally, we empower our customers to tap into the largest partner ecosystem in the global P&C industry. We invite you to watch the replay of our product demonstration during Connections last November. Please visit the bit.ly URL noted on the page, bit.ly/GW Autopilot. That's bit.ly/GW Autopilot. That brings to a close my session. Thank you for your time today.